Okay, let's get started. Thank you for joining me today. Okay, warm-ups as usual. So starting at the top, chin to chest, and looking back up. As you're standing here, find a comfortable position with your feet. Relax the waist. Let the shoulders hang down. Take a moment, connect with your breath. Smooth, even, and continuous. You might notice as you lift your chin, your breath changes slightly. Let's do one more round. Ending with the chin to the chest and back to center. Then looking over the shoulder, just like single whip, from side to side. Still letting those shoulders hang down. The weight is even in your feet. Nice and relaxed. Even breath. One more time. Then we'll come back to center and link it all together. So chin to chest, ear to shoulder, dropping the head back and around, ear to the other shoulder, chin to chest. Moving at your own pace, always just going about 70%. Again, connecting with your breath, relaxing any tension in the body. When you come with your chin to your chest, let's go the other direction. Using this time to settle the mind. Focus on your breath every time the mind wanders. One more circle. Chin comes to chest and then lifts back up. Okay, let's move into the shoulders. So we're going to draw them up and back and around, squeezing the shoulder blades together. So forward, up, back, and down. And you can use as little or as much arm movement as you like. If you want to do a couple big circles with the arms, feel free. Whatever feels good. Let's do one or two more circles. And then we're going to go the other direction. So we come back, up, and around. Staying in touch with your breath. Relaxing your body. And again, if you'd like, lifting full arms for a couple of rounds. We'll do one more and then let the arms hang down. Moving into the elbows. So warming up for all these circles we do, the arms come out to the side. We rotate the palms face towards the back. Then it's like a double ward off. Rotate the palms, sitting out. Use your elbows here. So they're not really moving in three-dimensional space too much. Good. And this is practice for our wave hands like clouds, our ward off, our kicking arms. All right, one more round this way. We can come to ward off, and then we can go the other way. So rotating out, and then it's kind of like a pressing down. Good. Nice. Everyone's really using their elbows now. I love it. So this is going to help your form. This is why I include this in every warm-up we do. We're trying to get away from our computer screens with those neck warm-ups, and we're trying to warm up for our Tai Chi with the shoulders and elbows. One more round, and then we'll just press down. Okay. So wrists are next. Always two options. You can just have your arms out straight and just rotate the wrists, or if it feels good, you can include the elbows. It's up to you. We'll do a couple rounds this way, then we'll go the other direction. And again, you could use your elbows and come up to you, whatever feels good. And then we're gonna shake those arms out. Good. Find a comfortable position. Find a solid, stable position with your feet because we're going to work on our waist next. So remember, as we do this, we don't collapse our legs. We keep the crotch round to keep the space there. If you'd like, you can do the hug a tree variation and just rotate from side to side. Or if you feel comfortable, let the arms swing. Maybe looking behind you, using the waist. So the middle section, the movement is coming from here, be it the hug a tree or a full swing of the arms. And then we're going to slowly ease off and we'll come back to center. Good, and we'll move into our hips. So can let the arms hang, can have your hands on your hips. We're just going to circle. So we go out to one side, back and around. As little or as much movement as you like, as slow or as fast as feels good. Let's do 2 more circles. And then we'll go the other direction. Waking up our hips. Let's do 1 more round. And then we'll come back to center. Only a couple more joints left, right? Knees and ankles. And then we'll do our standing balance. So if you'd like, feet and knees together, you can rotate in 1 circle if that feels good. And then you'll go the other way in a couple of turns. Or you can balance on 1 leg, touching your toes to the ground with the other, and rotate this way. It's up to you. It's your choice, whatever feels good for your body. We do a couple of rounds one direction, couple of rounds the other, and then we switch, find our balance, or we continue with our knees and feet together, and we go the other direction. Good. Okay, let's open up our hips a little bit for the kicks today, okay? So find your balance on 1 leg, and we're gonna lift up and open to the side. Now you can continue this movement, have your arms out if that helps. If you feel like your balance is pretty good, you can grab and hold from outside or underneath. It's up to you. You can keep moving. We're just gonna do 1 or 2 more circles or 1 more breath holding. And then we'll release it down. We'll find stability on the leg we were lifting, and we'll do the other side. So lift and turn, or hold. So lifting up, opening, hold from outside the knee or underneath the thigh, or just keep moving. 1 or 2 more circles or 1 more breath. Lowering down, finding a solid position with our feet and just shaking it out. So if you just want to shake the whole body or draw the shoulders up and throw them down, releasing all that tension in the body, just getting the energy flowing. Yes. And then we ease off. Okay. Warmed up and ready to go? Okay. So let's review what we did last week. We're going to go through to the first strike tiger, and then we'll talk about it some more because today we're going to work on the other side. So the movements are very similar, so we'll spend some time reviewing and working on it as well. But today in our practice, we'll start at cross hands and go all the way through to the first strike tiger, okay? I'm going to turn the other direction so that we move in the same way. Finding your shoulder width stance. Bending your knees, relax your waist. Shoulders are down, head lifting up. Right arm on the outside, crossed hands. Shifting your weight, turn. Embrace the tiger. Return to the mountain. Roll back. Press. And push. fist under elbow. Transitioning just like single whip, except we push out to the side. Stepping, warding off, connect, rotate with your next step, making a fist, lifting up. Repulse monkey, number 1. Natural step back. Number 2, hand in front of the shoulder when you step, 1 forward, 1 back. Number 3, step and strike. Diagonal flying, nice big circle with the arms. Step, splitting energy. Raise hands and step forward, opening up. Empty stance on the heel and close. White crane, circling the arms. Close step. Spread your wings. Brush knee. Circle the arms. Step. Open up and strike. Needle at sea bottom, stepping closer in. Toes come up. Change to empty stance on the toes and sink down. Fan through the back, touching at the wrist. Bow stance. Open up. Turn body. Chop with fist. Protecting your head. Make a fist. Step out for a bow stance. Chop. Move your weight forward and strike. Parry, block, and punch. Connect out. Circle down. Step. Parry. Leg and arm block and punch. Grasping the bird's tail. Ward off. Right. Roll back. Press. And push. Single whip. Wave hands like clouds. Turning to the side. Nice circles. Use your elbows. Shoulder width. Double wide. Rotate your palm at the center. Shoulder width. Double wide. And then we step to the corner for single whip. High pat on horse. Move back the weight. Empty stance on the toes. Striking to the throat. Open the arms, horizontal circles. Cross step, separate. Close the arms, turn the body. Stand up. Look to the kicking direction and kick. Bend the knee, change the arms. Sitting down, arms don't change. Touch, circle the arms. Close the arms, turning the body. Stand up. Look, kick, bend the knee, arms don't change. Turning to the right, straighten the leg, turn, touch if you'd like, stand up, curl back the toes, heel kick, bend the knee. Right arm comes in front, brush knee. Other side, move back the weight, rotate, right brush knee. punching down. Transition like brush knee. Both arms travel to the side together. Make a fist. Open up, punching to the knee. Move back the weight. Turn body. Chop with fist. Stepping out for a bow stance, chop, move the weight forward, strike with the palm. Parry, block, and punch. Connect out. Both arms circle down. Parry to the side. Block and punch. Right heel kick. Connecting, warding off. Circle, lift up. Lift the toes, heel kick. Bend the knee. Sinking your weight down, stepping one line, foot to the corner, left arm comes across, step straight, look, circle the arm, making two fists at the last moment. Strike tiger. Good. Okay. How'd we do? Nice. We got a 50-50. So do we have any questions before we start reviewing what we worked on? No? Okay. All right, let's just talk a little bit about the first one so that we can transition into the second one if everyone feels okay about this, all right? So the first one, I'm going to do the kick to your direction so that you can see the stepping and the arm movements, okay? So we're in our right leg and we do a heel kick, okay? I'm looking over my right palm. I'm gonna sit down and I'm stepping in one line. So both feet are going the same direction, but they're on one line this way, okay? As I move my weight forward, I'm still looking over my right palm. My left arm comes across, and as I step, I look to the straight direction. So my arms end up on the side. We have space here, right? We're not too close, space. And then my left arm circles down. The right arm comes from the side, and at the last moment, we make our fists. Now we want to check our position here when we do this. It's very easy to have one close and one far away. We want to make sure one line, okay, like a pole is between your arms, okay? And when we do this, it should feel like white crane or fair lady. Rounded shoulder and arm. We're not straight. Rounded. Fist is punching to the side. This one's punching to the side. So you have the fist eyes facing each other. Good. Okay, let's do that again. Let's do it together, okay? We're gonna start from parry, block, and punch. I'll go the normal direction so that we can work on this kick as well, okay? So parry, block, and punch, we start with our left leg forward. Our right arm is punching. We're gonna move back a little bit of weight, turn our left foot to the corner, making a ward off arm with our left arm. Our right fist is facing diagonal. We rotate our arm, open up the fist, stand up, toes are pointing down. Lift the toes, heel, kick, bend the knee. Sinking down, touch. Make your whole foot flat. Now look down at your feet. Are they both facing the same direction? Do you have one line, a straight line that goes through your feet this way, but they're on the same diagonal? Good. Now, move your weight into your right leg, left arm comes across, and we step and look. Check your position here. Are your shoulders down, elbows down? Right palm is still sitting up. Left arm's in a ward off. Good. Now left arm circles down. Right arm's gonna come across, moving your weight forward, making 2 fists at the end. Nice. Good. How do you feel? We feel like we have that portion of Strike Tiger?
Yep, good.
From Michelle, yes. All right. So the second Strike Tiger is a lot easier because we've already learned the first one. So before we move on to the second one, let's practice the first one again from parry, block, and punch, just so we can really burn it in, okay? So left foot forward, right arm's punching. Move back a little bit of weight, turn your foot open to the corner. We're warding off, right fist is diagonal. Circle the right arm down, open up the fist, stand up, arms are crossed. Lift the toes, heel kick, bend the knee. Sitting down, touch and step, move the weight, left arm comes across, step and look, circle the arms, making 2 fists at the last moment. Good, relax. Does everyone feel like their shoulders are down? It's easy once our arms are up to let our shoulders go up. We want to make sure they're down.
Shoulders up, sorry.
Okay, so this is where it becomes difficult, right? Because as soon as we lift our arms, we have this tendency to kind of have our shoulders come up. We want to make sure that when we do any movement, we don't do this. So everyone lift your arms up, both arms up, rounded, like with hands. Do this, shoulders up to your ears, now relax them down. Do we feel the difference? Yes. Okay, so when we do this movement, we want this. Okay, I would rather see your arm further out to the side than have you do this. Can you see the difference? If your arm is out here, it is better to have your shoulder down than to have your shoulder raised up like this. There's a big difference. We want to make sure our shoulders are down. Let's do it one more time. And the whole time we practice, I want you to think about keeping your shoulders down, okay? That one thing will change your entire form, okay? Once we start to do this, the energy in the body gets caught in the chest. Your breathing will change because your shoulders are up. You're creating tension in the body. When you can relax down, your breath will change, okay? Something that we can do is practice the still posture. So we're gonna hold the end posture for just a moment so that we can go over this. So from parry, block, and punch, left leg forward, right arm punching. Move back the weight, connecting. Circle the right arm, open the fist, stand up. Lift the toes, heel kick, bend the knee. Sitting down. Touch, foots to the corner, left arm comes across, shoulders are sinking down. Look, circle, keep those shoulders down, making fists at the end. Everyone hold, relax your shoulders. Let them hang down. Take your waist, tuck your tailbone, relax your waist. Feel like your weight is even between your 2 feet. Take a deep breath. Exhale, relax. Okay, good, release. Did we feel a difference when we did it this time and we focused on our shoulders?
Yes.
I have a question.
Now, yes.
About the weight. I end up with all my weight on the front foot at the very end, and I'm not sure when that happens, but it's not right.
Okay, so with this movement, a lot of times what happens is when the arm movements are really big, you want to kind of compensate for your legs by moving them a little bit further, right? And what that causes us to do is to move our knee past that prime position, okay? So whenever we're in a stance, we want to make sure our knee is over our ankle, okay? So if everyone goes into a bow stance for a moment, it doesn't matter which leg is forward, okay? Move your knee past that point. Do you feel how it's really easy to lift your heel off the ground now? And if you move your weight really far back, you can lift your toes really easily. Okay, and the same applies for your back foot. If your knee is too far forward with your front, it's easy to lift your heel here and your heel on your back foot. If when you move your weight back, it's easy to lift your toes, not so much on your back foot, okay? But when we do these movements, we have to be very conscious that our arm is making this big circle, right? It's making a circle, this huge circle, but our knee only has to go from here to here, right? So that requires us to be aware of the upper and lower body connection. That means that as we're doing this movement, we need to consciously slow our legs down so that everything arrives together. And this is what it's going to take practice. So doing the form is one part of our practice, but another part of Tai Chi is doing a single movement. So if everyone comes into a left bow stance in the back position, you put your arms out to the side like striped tiger. We can do this movement again and again. So we can look and we can circle the arms and work on our weight transfer moving forward. Then we can relax the arms, just shift your weight back, bring the arms to the side. If your knee did not end with your arm position, try to slow it down so that everything arrives together. Good, come back. Arms are to the side. Slowly shifting the weight forward in your knees until everything arrives together. Okay? So these are exercises that we can do at home. So just taking one movement and working on it, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Quick question.
You're welcome. Yeah.
When we go into our left bow stance and our heel goes down on the ground, is that when we start swinging, or is it when we put our foot down flat?
Okay, so it's a good question. And I don't want to get too much into details because I don't want anyone to overanalyze this, but there's a difference from when you step and touch, and if you put your foot flat and then move your weight forward, or if you touch and then move your weight and put your foot on the ground. It's a very detailed thing, but we want to touch with our heel, and then we want to start moving our arms as our foot goes flat and our weight starts moving into our leg. Okay? It's something that will come with time. We always say heel, ball, toe, move the weight forward, but we don't want to have a disconnect of it's heel, ball, toe, and your foot's totally flat, your leg's straight, and then you start moving. We want the heel to touch, the ball to touch, and the weight to move forward. Okay, so let's just do it a couple of more times, just from the back position, okay? So left, just have your toes up a little bit, your heel is touching the ground, the arms are to the side direction, okay? Weight starts moving forward, arms start circling, nice and slow movement with the feet, making two fists at the end. Relax the arms, we're gonna come back to the side, lift the toes just a little so it's like your heel just touched. Now shift the weight forward, circle the arms, make two fists at the end. Did that help, Karen? Okay, good.
Cheryl, I got kicked off the internet, so I missed something there, but that's okay.
I think you got it. We were just talking about the weight. I saw you disappear. I was like, oops, there she goes.
I thought you were frozen for a sec, or 2 secs.
You're back. It's okay. We were just talking about slowing down the legs so that they meet with the arms. It's very important in this movement, okay?
You know,
So,
I would say I have a little bit of a challenge keeping my shoulder down and like really down and reaching far enough to do any kind of block ward off that protects my head, because you don't put it in front of your forehead or your eyes. I mean, it's supposed to be above there.
but this is what I was just talking about. Like in terms of this movement, like don't do this, okay? To like try to like protect your head. Relax it down, okay? We're protecting our head, but we're not thinking about our forearm being over our head, okay? It's more your palm, but the meaning is connecting, and your opponent's fist or arm would go this way. It wouldn't go directly over your head necessarily, okay?
Well, the part that I can do like the open hand, because it's sort of you know, it's, I don't know, but trying to get my fist turned down means I have to turn my elbow, my arm, I have to angle the hand, but it also raises my shoulder a bit more. Anyway, I just have some trouble with the reach somehow.
Just relax it more. Just your body will open. This is what I was talking about, okay? Don't do this. Relax it, okay? If it means your arm's a little bit out to the side, let it be there, okay? It will gradually open. It's better to follow these principles, okay? Everyone's heard us talk about it, but maybe not say the 10 principles. But these are the things that we talk about. The head's lifting up, the shoulders are down, okay? These are things we do with our body to get the health benefits of Tai Chi. Okay, so if we want these benefits, we want to make sure while we're doing Tai Chi, our shoulders are down the whole time. We want energy to flow through the body. We don't want to cause a pinching point. We don't want to change our breath. We want relaxation. Relaxation means opening the joints and tendons, but relaxation is also connected to your breath. If your breath is changing, readjust something in your body, okay? Try to find where the tension is being held, maybe holding the posture or practicing a single movement just like we did, okay? All right, let's talk about the second one, okay? The second one, it's the exact same thing on the other side, but we need to learn the transition, okay? I'm going to do it from a different direction so that you can see what's going on, because if I do it from the normal direction, you're not going to be able to see once I turn, okay? So we're doing strike tiger. For this movement, we move back our weight. The arms don't change. We turn, the arms do not change. As we shift our weight into our left leg, the arms come to the side of the body. It's going to be just like before. We step out, the arms are to the side. The palm is facing to the straight direction. The right arm is in a ward off, and then it's the same thing. Right arm's going to circle down this time. Left arm comes from the side, and we make two fists. We end up in the same position, a pole between our fists. We don't want to be forward or back. We don't want to be leaned out to one side or the other. And we want to have our shoulders down. Now, this side might be a little bit easier because this has our right arm up. And this is just like white crane that we learned in the first section. So this one might feel a little bit easier to do. So let's just talk about the footwork first. So in this movement, we're in a bow stance with our left leg is forward, okay? We shift back our weight. We're gonna turn our left foot 135 degrees. So we're almost pigeon-toed for a moment. Then we shift our weight to the left, relax your right foot. Draw the foot in and step out for a normal bow stance to the straight direction. So what you'll notice is this footwork is similar to single whip. It has that same foot turn, okay? If that turn is difficult, please adjust in any way that you need, okay? So if we're in a bow stance, left foot is forward. We're leaning. Our body is following our leg angle. We shift our weight back, turn our left foot. If we can't get it there, maybe you pick up your heels so then you can rotate it a little bit further. Shift your weight back, relax your right foot, draw in and step out. Normal shoulder width bow stance to the straight direction. Do we understand the footwork? Okay. So the footwork is pretty simple. The arm movements are going to be the opposite, but there's a transition, okay? So when we're in the arm movements, what's going to happen? Our right arm is going to come down and our left arm comes up. And we're going to open up our fists. So the, left arm goes down to the side. That's it. Where it's gonna, the tail of your fist leads out to the side, open up. That simple. The right arm is gonna lift up and open up. So we end up in the same position, okay? We have one palm sitting up. We have one arm slightly rotated for ward off. It should feel the same thing as if you did this side. We're just on the other side now. So you can feel one palm sitting up, one arm's in ward off, just like if it was cross hands, okay? And then the other side, sitting up, ward off arm. Good. So if we're in our strike tiger, one arm's going down, one arm's coming up. Good. And here's the same thing, right? Our left arm needs to make this movement. This is bigger than our fist movement. So we need to coordinate the arms arriving together. So we don't want to go from here and have this and then this, or have this and this so that we end up crossed, right? We want to make sure that everything arrives together. Good. Now that looks really great, okay? That is a big part of this, okay? And when we do this movement, remember here, we're looking over our palm when we end. So we're going from straight with strike tiger, and then we're looking to the side. And as we do this, don't have your arm closed in, okay? Space. Good. That's a big difference. So this comes into the shoulders down thing too, right? The shoulders are down, but we don't want to have the shoulders closed. Like there's a piece of fruit in there that we don't want to crush. Good. Okay,
Cheryl?
so yeah.
Doesn't your right hand just open up and the arm stay where it is?
Well, your right arm is at a punching level in the middle of your body, okay?
Okay.
It has to come up slightly and open up. So it comes into a ward off, because this is a punch from the side direction and this is a ward off.
Okay, so it just opens and comes up a little bit.
Little bit. It's a little movement, especially compared to sitting down, okay?
Yeah, I hadn't seen that before. No.
Yeah, but this, you have to imagine we're punching to the side and then we're warding off. So it is a small movement, but it's there, okay?
Okay, thank you.
So after we do this, we're here in our first strike tiger. Our arms come to the side. We're looking this direction, okay? What's going to happen is the opposite. So our right arm's going to circle down, and see how they're moving. The right arm's moving faster, and then they meet together, okay? So we have to be very aware. Our right arm is doing this giant circle. So it's coming from this ward off, it's circling, using the elbow and shoulder rotation and making a fist. Whereas our left arm is coming across from the side and making a fist at the end. So we want to remember there's two meanings here. The first meaning is connecting with someone's arm and taking it away to the side, okay? So you're taking it down and away, and you're gonna grab. And as you do that, you're gonna punch. So maybe it's like this, and it doesn't quite look like the form, right? But the form is a guide. So the first meaning is connecting down, taking your opponent's arm to the side and punching. Maybe it looks something like this in application. The second one, okay, we're gonna do the two. So we're here and punch. The other one could be pushing to the side, right? And we're gonna punch to the head. So we push and we punch to the head. So this is why it's very important as you do this movement, the palms are open until the very, very last second. And then we make two fists, making sure that we're showing the edge is punching to the side, and this edge is punching to the side for the head, okay? Now you'll notice if you rotate your upper arm, your fist the other direction, you can't keep your shoulder down, right? So we wanna make sure one fist is facing out and the other is facing our body. Good. Okay, so from our strike tiger, our first one, we're just doing the arms. The arms come to the side direction, fists open up. We're looking over our left palm. Right arm makes a big circle, left arm comes from the side, and we make 2 fists at the end. Good. Shoulders down. Good. Relax the arms, let's change. Left arm's overhead, right arm's punching to the side. Arms come to the side, fists open up. Right arm circles down, left arm's pushing to the side, make 2 fists. Good, and remember here, space between the arms. We don't want to have them too close. We want to have space. One's showing punching the side body, the other one's punching to the head. One more time. Left arm's overhead, right arm's to the side. Nice circles, everyone. That was good. Arms come to the side, fists open up. Then we circle, and we make 2 fists at the end. Are your shoulders down? Good. Okay, any questions about the arm movements before we combine it with the footwork? All right, so we are in a left bow stance. Our left leg is forward, our left arm is overhead. Okay, right fist is punching to the center body, left fist is punching head. We shift back our weight, our arms don't change. We turn our left foot 135 degrees, the arms don't change. As we shift our weight into our left leg and rotate our right foot, our arms come to the side and open up as we step and look. So just like before, your arms should be on the side when you step and look, and then shift your weight forward just like the other striped tiger. I'm going to do it from another direction so you guys can see, okay? So left leg forward, left arms overhead, punching right fist to the center body, a pull between your fists. Shift back your weight, arms don't change. Turning, arms don't change. Shifting your weight back, the arms slowly come to the side, step and look. Check your arms. Are they on the side of your body? Pointing to the straight direction, ward off arm with the right. Heels touching. Now move your weight forward, circle the arms, make 2 fists at the end. Check your body position here. Is there one line from your feet to the top of your head? Do you have your pole between your fists? Is your knee over your ankle? And are your shoulders down? Okay. How are we doing? Good. Any questions so far? Let's do it again. And then we'll see if there's any questions. And then we'll review. And then maybe we'll close class. Next week, we'll work on a kick, okay? So I'm going to go the other direction again so that you have a better view. So left leg is forward, left arm's overhead, right fist, you have your pole, knees over your ankle, shift back your weight. Turning, arms don't change. Shift your weight to your left leg, relax your right foot, step and look. Circle the arms, slow movement with the legs, making 2 fists at the end. Checking your position, do you have enough space between your palms? Shoulders down, knee over ankle. Good. Okay, one more time before we review and close class. Does anyone have any questions?
Could you do it from the regular direction?
Yeah. Sure. So the regular direction, I end facing you. Okay. Let me see. Can't see my footwork there. Okay. Move back the weight, turning the whole body. Arms come to the side. Relax the foot. Step. Open up. Circling the arms, making 2 fists. that helpful?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, any other questions? Okay. All right, so let's start a parry, block, and punch so that we can do both of the kicks together to close class. And then next week, we're gonna work on, it's a transition to a right heel kick and then twin fists, okay? So we'll have a cool little turn, kind of a challenge, but we're gonna get back to our kicks for a moment, okay? All right, so let's start a parry, block, and punch. Left leg forward, right arm punching, nice bow stance, natural position. Relax your shoulders down. Move back your weight, connecting, rotate your left foot to the corner. Circle your right arm, open up your fist, stand up. Lift the toes, right heel kick, bend the knee. Sitting down, stepping one line, both feet to the corner, left arm comes across. Step, look, circle the arms, moving the weight slowly forward, making two fists. Shift your weight back, arms don't change. Turning, arms don't change. Arms come to the side as you shift back, step and look, circle, and making two fists at the end. Okay.
Yay.
Yes, good job, everyone. This is one of the harder movements, okay? So like I said, next week we're gonna be introduced to another kick with a little bit of a different transition and then a new movement depending on the time frame, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure having you in class today. Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Cheryl.
Thank you.
Cheryl.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.